I'm getting most of it.
Yeah?
Sometimes he gets a little overzealous, sometimes too big.
Yeah.
Starting in 1975, the Sign Language Studies Department at Madonna University has been educating American Sign Language interpreters to serve the deaf community and has been providing a place for deaf students to receive a college education.
One of the founding members of Madonna College, one of the sisters, had a hearing loss, and so they had a passion about serving deaf people. The first way is classes like ours where we try to create interpreters who will go and work out in the deaf community. But the other was that Madonna University itself would be a welcome place for deaf students.
The COVID-19 pandemic created many difficulties for the SLS department as masks and online education created many initial challenges for students and instructors. But to Dr. McDougall, these challenges created persistence.
We've adapted really well here on campus. For a long time we were teaching things mainly online because we needed to see people's faces, but we've also figured out at times how to teach certain things with masks on, because of course deaf people wear masks too, you know.
As 2 out of 3 full-time faculty members are deaf themselves, students spend 4 years learning ASL, with their 3rd and 4th years focusing on interpreting.
The first 2 years there's definitely a lot more focus on vocabulary, and you're learning like specific signs, like you might have stuff about school or financial, and then once you get into your junior and senior year, you focus more on the interpreting, like how physically are you set up when you're interpreting? How long are you interpreting? What's the best place to sign? And then you also have classes where you learn about the people that you are interpreting for, like what is deaf culture like? What are different things that deaf people do than hearing people do?
The department currently offers 3 undergraduate programs in sign language interpreting studies, deaf community studies for students looking to work in social services, policy, and research for the deaf community, along with ASL education for students who seek to teach ASL in K-12. A master's program in deaf education is also in the works to take in students within the next 2 years. Casey Stoneburner, a junior majoring in ASL interpreting, talks about how her classes are preparing her to interpret for a diverse range of situations.
So we talked a lot about deaf-blind individuals today, and not exactly full vision loss, but different types of vision loss. He also brought a briefcase with different mechanisms that you can use to reciprocate that type of vision loss, just to try out these different levels of blindness that somebody may entail, so we not only understand it from our perspective, but also get a feel for what that person may be feeling in that situation.
The growth of online interpreting has also led to an increase in demand for interpreters and has been drawing in more people to the profession.
Video-based interpreting has really changed things, but also the fact that we're seeing more and more well-known deaf people and we start to see more and more interpreting happen.
The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics expects that the employment of translators and interpreters will continue growing by 20% until 2031. But until then, Madonna University's SLS department will continue educating and preparing the future generation of ASL interpreters and educators. I'm Jeremiah Brown, Madonna Herald.